Hey, what's up, everybody? The much anticipated announcement of what the new federal funds interest rate was going to be and the press conference that follows by the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, is now in the rearview mirror. That was yesterday, March the 22nd. As I record this video on March the 23rd, we're going to talk about a possible pivot because Jerome Powell in that press conference did sort of lay out his roadmap for what the interest rates were going to be for the remainder of 2023, 2024, and 2025. When is that pivot going to take place? I will be giving you my thoughts, what I took out of that press conference. How are the markets reacting today? The markets are kind of absorbing all the information, and in my opinion, the markets have a lot to absorb. As most of us did expect, the federal funds interest rate was increased by 25 basis points. So the new target range is 4.75% to 5%. As I record this video, pretty much all the metals are in the green. Silver and gold is both up. Now, markets could always change. Markets are unpredictable. But as I record this video, silver is up almost 0.75% or up 15 cents to $23.10. Gold is also almost up 0.75% or up $12.90 to $1,983. After the rate increase yesterday, I was expecting that we were going to possibly see a pullback with silver and gold today. Currently, that's not happening. Currently, like I previously stated, both silver and gold are in the green. Now, that could always change. Markets have a mind of their own. Markets, you never know what they're going to read into, what they're going to take as positive news, what they're going to take as negative news, and which way these markets are going to go. But currently, both silver and gold are up. It seems that the markets in general are assuming that these rate increases are coming to an end. Now, Jerome Powell yesterday, and we're going to get into this, he kind of did hint that they are close to ending the increases. How long are rates going to be up for? When is that possible pivot going to happen? We're going to talk about that right now. Jerome Powell says if the economy evolves like projected, so he kind of left this open-ended in my opinion, so this could always change. But if he sticks to his guns to this roadmap, he says by the end of 2023, the rate will be 5.1%. Now, that 5.1% is the terminal rate, which is equivalent to a range of 5% to 5.25%. Currently, the federal funds interest rate range is 4.75% to 5%. So if he sticks to this roadmap for the end of 2023, that means we could see one more rate increase of 0.25% or 25 basis points. But like I said, he kind of left this open-ended and he's leaving it to all possibilities. If he sees something in the economy or inflation that he doesn't like, he could always change this, and maybe he does 50 basis points in May instead of 25. Maybe he does more rate increases throughout 2023. But if he keeps everything the way that he stated yesterday during that press conference, we should see one more rate increase, and that is it for 2023 for a target range of 5% to 5.25%. He also stated that he is expecting rates to stay at that level throughout 2023, which means no pivot in 2023, of course, unless he changes his mind. In 2024, he states that that is where we could see that pivot, or rates to end 2024 would be 4.3%, and then rates to end 2025 would be 3.1%. So it seems like the rate increases are possibly coming to an end, but if he sticks to this plan, then we're not going to see a pivot, a slow pivot until 2024, and then a little bit of a more pivot in 2025. But like Jerome Powell has stated in every single one of his press conferences, that we will see rates elevated for quite some time. And I never really understood what his definition of rates being increased for quite some time really meant. But if he sticks to this, that means after the May increase, we will see rates unchanged for 2023. No pivot in 2023 if he indeed sticks to this. But rates being unchanged in 2023 after a May possible quarter% increase or increase by 25 basis points, and then a slow pivot in 2024, and then a little bit more of a pivot in 2025. But if he sticks to this, we're not going to see any kind of a extremely fast pivot back down to 0% interest rates, if we see 0% interest rates at all. But this is the roadmap that he laid out. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And also let me know if you believe it. He also stated in that press conference, at the very beginning of the press conference, that due to the banking sector problems, expect tighter credit conditions, which what I take from that means the banks loaning out less money or making it harder for people to get loans from the bank. Then later in the press conference, or towards the end of his prepared speech, he said the Fed remains committed to bringing inflation down to the 2% goal. This would require a period of below trend growth and some softening of the labor markets. So there we have it again. Like he states in almost every single press conference, some softening of the labor markets. After the prepared statement was over, then started the Q&A with the media. Now, I don't know if they were listening to a different press conference that I was listening to, because I listened to this entire thing. And by the way, everything that I spoke about in this video was the notes that I took. So this was my takeaway, my understanding of what Jerome Powell said in this press conference. But I would encourage everybody to listen to this for yourself and come to your own conclusions and understanding. But then started the Q&A, and somebody asked a question and stated that the markets are baking in that you are going to start pivoting or start decreasing rates in 2023. Now, I don't know where they got that from, because what I took from this press conference that said that they were not going to start decreasing a possible slow pivot or slow decrease in rates until 2024, sometime in 2024. He didn't say when in 2024 they were going to start decreasing or start that slow pivot, but he said they would end 2024 possibly, as long as the economy evolves like they project, then 2024 will end with a 4.3% rate. And then again, 2025 will end with a 3.1, but 2023 will end with a 5.1 terminal rate, or with the federal fund interest rate range being 5% to 5.25%, which is a quarter higher of a percent than it is currently as I record this video. So I don't know where they heard, or where the markets heard, or where the markets got that understanding that interest rates will start to decrease in 2023, but maybe they will. Maybe he will change his mind, and maybe they will start decreasing rates in 2023, but that is definitely not what he said. Jerome Powell also stated in his press conference, I'm kind of paraphrasing here, not really quoting, but he said the Fed is still committed to bringing inflation down to that 2% goal, which would be accomplished by below trend growth and some softening of the labor markets, and not only with the increased interest rates or raising interest rates and interest rates being elevated throughout 2023, but also with tighter credit conditions. And all of that combined together is how Jerome Powell is expecting for inflation to come back down to the Federal Reserve's 2% goal. To end this video, it looks like all the markets are currently happy. The stock market is happy. The Dow Jones is up almost 500 points. The S&P 500 is up. The NASDAQ is up. And silver and gold are both up, except for the US dollar, the DXY index. That is the only thing that is right now unhappy or in the red, is the US dollar index. It looks like they all took away positive things from the Fed's press conference yesterday. It looks like all the markets are assuming that the rate increases are indeed coming to an end, even though there is supposed to be one more rate increase per that press conference yesterday. And the rates are supposed to stay elevated throughout the end of 2023 and not start coming back down until 2024 and come down a little bit further in 2025 if everything stays the same, if the roadmap stays how the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell laid that roadmap out yesterday. Everything in this video, like I said before, was my takeaway from that press conference. Please check that press conference out for yourself and come to your own conclusions. And of course, nothing in this video was financial advice. Everything was just my takeaway from that press conference. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section below. I appreciate everybody for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Do you think that pivot will happen, will start in 2024? Or maybe you believe something totally different? Let me know everything in the comment section below. I appreciate everybody for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.